Rents are rising. It is a reality for many in all the big cities. The Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies has just issued a report that lets us know that over half of U.S. renters are paying more than 30% of their income for rent. Now, 30% was a figure that was agreed upon some years ago about housing, in not only rent, but it would be also a mortgage, where if one pays more than 30% of their income on housing, there is not enough left for other necessities and to be able to live decently. In Los Angeles, the figure, I think, is 58% of renters who are paying over 30%. It is a symptom or a sign or a consequence of what we talk about when we mention inequality. And the Pew Research Center has done a study that we released a few days ago about figures about the middle class. In 1971, 61% of Americans could be classified as being middle class. In 2015, that figure is 50%. In 1971, those who were classified as upper income were 14%. In 2015, that figure is 21%. So for those who have the means, housing is not an issue, or it is an issue of a totally different orders, whether they can get a zoning variance for their McMansion and so forth. But for real people, for the majority of people, rising rents can be a tremendous hardship in many cases, and it can be very difficult and affect all aspects of your life. You could have a roommate and that's not going to work out, or the roommate is not going to pay the rent, or you're going to have to double up, and maybe the property owner is not going to like that. They are being very careful now about how many people are in each unit. And it is also a problem that is difficult to solve. Creating affordable housing takes years. First, you have to have the cooperation of the public and the private sector. And the private sector has to come up with all these, goals, regulations. The private sector has to agree. It takes a long time to get all these agreements and regulations and laws and whatever passed. And then it takes also a while to build the housing. Meanwhile, people are not only undergoing hardship, but it looks like the problem is going to be around for a while and maybe getting worse. So we need to bring that to the attention of decision makers, because right now they may be aware of it vaguely, but they're not doing enough about it. And we need to prompt them out of their comfort zone and do something about this. Thank you for listening. I'm Danielle Levy.